Hello lovely people, welcome back to today's episode. So as we told you from our previous video that we are going to the western region to Maha Resort. We made it here safely and this is the next day. We are going to explore the beautiful places over here. So on today's episode we are going to explore the Elembele district, the places that they have over here, but we are going to try to see if we can go to the Nzulezu. Not Nzulezu. We were told it's Nzulezu. So we are going to Nzulezu to explore the village on the floating, is it floating river or floating what? Yeah, on the floating, I don't know. I'm just going there to explore there. I'm going to see whatever it is over there, whatever we can do, whatever we have to explore. Let's go check it out. Let's go see the places that we can do. But for now, we are going to Nzulezu in Elembele district, the floating village over here. So let's go together. Let's go explore the beautiful place in Ghana here in the western region. So we are on our way to the Nzulezu village to see the floating village on the river. I don't know whether it's river or it's island or it's, so let's go check it out together. Let's go explore the beautiful Nzulezu over here. I don't know much about it, but I've heard and watched videos about it. So we are going there to explore. Let's go together. Let's go learn the history about the Nzulezu. This is the gas producing company here in Ghana. Here is where they produce gas. Welcome to Nzulezu village. So we are approaching the village. So apparently they have the main village and they also have the village on the floating river. So I'm sure we are in the time.
And the attention, because we are on the dry season, that's why we are using this side. Yeah, but we have another route. That one during the rain season, starting from next month. Yeah, we will start from that side. Yeah, so this is how they make the foundation, how to build the houses at the village. It's like the stamps, this one. If you want to construct your house at the village, you need to go to the forest and you cut all the wood and you stand on the water. It's not deep, so let me say about 5 people are holding one of the stick like you are pounding fufu. You raise it and you force it. You raise it and force it. And after that we have a hammer, or that's a mental that is very heavy. So you used to hit to make it firm to go down. Yeah, but because on the water it got rotten. So every 5 years or 6 years you need to change. But you have 2 types of the wood. And this wood is a red wood. That one we can take about 15 to 20 years before you can change. But you have the local one called Ivory. That one is 5 years. You need to change. But before you change, you cannot change all together, because when you change all together, the structure will collapse. So you have to replace one at a time. You have to replace one at a time.
How long does it take to build one structure?
One structure, if you have all your materials, it will take about a week or 1 month to complete it. But
they have special people who...
You have special people who do it.
Oh, okay.
But most of them, those living on the village can do it. Oh. But they have special people over there. If you want to build it, you need it around 1 week or 2 weeks. They will do it for you.
Oh, okay. Does it cost?
Yes, it's costly, because this one, you have to get some operator from town. The chainsaw operator, yes, to come and have it. But the local one, Yes, and also these trees are called the raffia tree. This is the one they have used to build the Mahab Beach Resort. And also they tap it and they get wine inside, and process to the local Gina Petesi. You look like a palm wine. The name is called palm wine, but this one is different from the palm wine. This one is a little bitter than the palm wine, but the alcohol is very hard. It's very dusty. If it it's very strong. When you drink it, it will be dusty. It's not easy.
Okay, and is it good for it?
I mean, yes, it's good for it. No. When you pour water in it, that will damage your liver, but it's very good.
Pour water in it?
Yes, some of them, when they send it to Accra, some of them pour, water to make it
clean.
Yes, but it's not good. If you want the quality one, just come to Nzulezu. Yes.
And how firm is it with the wood?
Oh, it's very firm. Very firm. Very strong. Yeah, the boundary is the fishing. There is a hole under the fence and they put the trap under the hole. And the fish will pass through the hole and get to the trap and they cannot come out. And this area is a jungle. At first, this is actual place we see the monkey, alligators, crocodiles around here. But due to the noise and the hunting, you drive them away. So at this time, you don't see them anymore. As once again, I was saying, this is the raffia tree. So this is the branches that they have used to build them up. And the tree, they tap it and they get wine and the process to the local Gina Peteshi. So in the village, they have three main occupations: fishing, farming, and distillation of alcohol. But the farming, you have to cross the main river you're about to enter. You have to cross, but you have to use the paddle one. You paddle about 1.5 hours. They have a dry land for farming activities. After the main river. And this is the water they drink at the village. When you see the color, it looks like it's black, but it's not black.
The same.
Yes, because of the leaves. During the dry season, the dry leaves will fall into it. So during the rain season, it's composed by the vegetation and the soil. So it changes the color of the water. I've been drinking this one for good 6 years. And I'm from the village.
Is it safe?
Yes, it's very safe.
Very safe.
Yeah.
You two stay over there?
Yeah, I stay over there.
So after work, you
go there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And have you test the water to see if it is safe?
Yes, but not this area. When you get to the main one, because this area is not deep, so we are not supposed to drink this side. But when you get to the main one, I will just test it and see how it is. And living on the village, at the age of 4 years, they know how to swim. They know how to paddle their own canoe because you teach them how to swim. Because when you get to the junior high school, every day you have to cross to this side for school. After crossing, you go back. Because lack of teachers, they have a school started from nursery to primary 6 at the village. When the government puts the teachers to come and teach, because of the water, they don't stay. So the community itself, the community itself have employed their own teachers. Those have completed their senior high, so they are now managing the school. So as we are going, they will tell you the story. After that, they will appeal to you like donation to support their school. A little one they get from the visitors, they used to motivate the teachers. At the same time, there's no hospital at the village. So if somebody in labor or somebody is very serious sick, then it's very problem. So they have this one. They have one as an emergency that serves as ambulance. So in case of emergency, they used to transfer the person to this area.
Oh, okay.
Do ministers and MP come?
Yes, they used to come here. And you have not seen any, so you have to get a lot of activities around the village so that when people come, they feel. And so this is the main one. And the river is called Nzulezu. Nzulezu means community water. And the village is, that's the village. The village is called Nzulezu. Nzule means water, and Zu means on, so on top of water. And unless we cross this river, as I said, you paddle about an hour, 30 minutes to get to where the land is.
Where they plant?
They plant cassava and everything.
Oh, okay.
So I guess
this is the water. Oh, okay.
I think this is clear. Don't they have mining companies around?
No.
Oh, okay. Because of the water.
Yes, no money.
With the north wind, don't give it away. Keep your heart close. Wake up your eyes as the north winds play.
Our grandfathers originated from Mali, and that was middle of 14th to 15th century on a land called Timbuktu. During that period, our grandfather's land was blessed with natural resources. So there was a time the Senegalese, known as Mendes, they also came to Mali to work with our grandfathers. But because when the Senegalese came, our grandfather from Mali rejected their offer. Out of jealousy, the Senegalese came back to fight our grandfathers. And because during the war, our grandfather from Mali wasn't strong to fight back, they decided to move out from their native land to a different place. They set up their journey on a midnight and they passed through Burkina Faso. But after Burkina Faso, our grandfathers came to Ghana. When they came to Ghana, their first location was Wenchi in the Brongahafo region in the north. They stayed there for some time. Later on, went to Techiman in the same Brongahafo area. But when they were coming, they were 43 chiefs, including the paramount chief. During that period, they also have a spiritual communicator who first communicate with the spiritual gods before informing the chief and his people. So where to go, where to stop is all the decision of the chief priest among them. From Techiman again, our grandfathers headed their journey to Makesim in Central Region. Spent quite a long time over there before they went to Esipon in Sekendi, Takoradi. When our grandfathers got,
And that is the high street of the village.
There's a high street.
Yes, it's also high street.
Oh, okay.
And you have a lane like this, it's like a compound, like a standard family. So every lane is a family, every lane is a family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And most of them, their kitchen is far end.
From their bed.
Yes, because they can get fire outbreak. So that's why. So the houses are this that prevent the wind. Yeah, so that's why.
Okay, to prevent the wind.
Yeah. And they are having this one as a souvenirs. It's like a visit to Nzulezu, and they can write your name at this side. Yeah.
So they can write it. They'll use permanent.
Yeah, permanent marker to write your name at this side as a visit.
Wake up with the north.
Pentecost and Methodist.
So there's
Same
a
church.
No, but this is the Catholic Church.
Yeah, let's go inside.
Yeah.
Today is Sunday, so
Yeah.
probably there was church service today.
Yes, there was a set.
Keep your
Yes, they have closed.
But you don't have Muslims and other,
No,
just Christianity.
Christianity. Because you're on the dry season, that's why.
Inside is very beautiful.
Yes.
Very nice. So they also use
Never
the
been
same-
there, but one man, one woman be. But this one will take you 5 years. So
So that's why they use this one.
yes,
But the red one would
the
take
red
you-
one like this one.
They use someone for foundation.
Yeah. When they came here, they donate. They adopt this one. But that one, they don't know anything about chainsaw operator. So they use cutlass to. This one they use cutlass to cut it. Yeah. But time goes on, things have changed. So they are using
They're
this
using
one.
this one, the red one.
So has any structure fallen?
No. But no. Unless it's old, so that you just want to leave it to collapse. After that,
there's
you
no
remove
one
it. No,
inside.
there's no one inside. go, this was flooded. All the community was flooded. So about 98% of the people moved to the land where you took the boat. They stayed there for about a week before they all come to back. Because this water flew to a sea. There is a town called Bakanta where the Maha Island is. Yes, this water flows to that area.
Oh, okay. But the people decided to move here on their own, or?
No. They decided to move because the water is very high.
No. We are asking, they prefer to stay here or
Yes. That's what I'm saying. They will tell you the story about the village. There is a secret behind. That's why they decided to come and settle this. They migrated all the way from Mali because of war. Yeah, that's why they decided to settle on this area.
Okay.
Why they will tell you the story about the village. That's the church of Pentecost.
Oh, okay. The Pentecost is here.
To a second second Takrade, they took their lead around the coast, and they got to a place in Nzema area. There is a community there called Bakanta. When the grandfathers got to Bakanta, they found that there was a river in the middle of the land that joined the sea. So how to cross it? They decided to go to the forest, cut a lot of trees to make a raft. And besides, they made a lot of rafts, as if maybe you and your family, then you're one raft. Our grandfather from Mali sat on the raft, family by family, did it gradually, and they came to this Nzulezu river. But when they came to this Nzulezu river, they were first staying at the end on the other side where the Spanish house used to be. And if you saw a collapsed structure on the other end.
That's the snake that led them from Mali to this area. It's a shrine. Yeah, so no one supposed to go there. Only the chief or the chief priest that can go there. And they make sacrifice to the god who brought them to this area every year. After about 2 weeks ago, they make that sacrifice. They use sheep and hen to make that sacrifice. That's how they cook this area.
They go for themselves or for the gods?
Yes, for the gods. After giving some to the gods, the rest they share to among. Yeah. So most of if you are Christian, they don't come to that side to come and eat. Yes, unless the traditionalist.
On your way to the school, when you check that area, you see that collapsed structure that I'm talking about, once owned by a Spanish man. That was the area our grandfathers made their settlement. But because they were then living on a dry land, when they came to this area, they had a different knowledge how to go about their structures by first laying their platform like this with a raffia. When they are done with the raffia, then they will use the leaves to complete it. But because of the direction of the wind, when they set fire to cool, before they realized all their houses were being burnt. So they decided to move out from that far side to come to this area because the direction of the wind here is very calm. So in a short way, the people of Nzulezu originated from Mali to this community. And the main reason why when they came to Ghana, they faced to settle on land rather on water was that if they put up their structures on water, there won't be any attack, because when the wake coming, those here will be the first to see you before you arrive in this community. So for safe and security, that made our grandfather to settle on water. As I speak, we are Ghanaians, we vote, we do everything here as Ghanaians now in this community. And the chief among them who led his people to this village was called Tekrika. Spokesperson called Muga, and the language that they brought was known as a Wetile language. But the reason why we not speak in Nzema is that when our grandfathers came, they later went to the land to marry some of the Nzema women. When the Nzema women came, because they couldn't speak the language of our grandfathers known as a Wetile, they were then compelled to learn the Nzema language. And by doing so, the language of Wetile faded out in this community. And that was when we had the name Nzulezu. So the name Nzulezu comes from an Nzema word meaning a community on water. And we have a school from this area. Your guide will guide you to escort the rest of the community. The ending part is our school, starting from the nursery to primary school.
So this is the school.
Enterprise one.
Starting from nursery to primary 6.
Are they on vacation?
They are on vacation. And this is the bungalow for the teachers.
Teachers bungalow?
Yes. Those posted them from the next town. But those from here, they have their houses and everything.
So this is their washroom.
Yes, and that was storage facility donated by Docas.
Takes. In terms of junior high school, we have to go to the town where you paid as an entrance before coming. That is where they will further our junior high school. And from this university premises, we are facing the issue of lack of teachers. And it's not as if government don't post teachers. Government do, but when they come, they find it difficult to make a stay. Most of them complain that they are scared of this Amanze River because they have no idea how to swim, how to paddle the canoe. So when they come roughly a month, then they leave. And then we got to a time the school was then collapsing. That was when the chief in this community, as I speak, Nana Tekrika the 7th, decided to employ those who have completed the senior high school to support the free government teachers that we have in our community in teaching. As a result, the community pays them every month. When you come to this our village, there's no jobs, and since you're tourist side, when visitors come, we humbly seek for donation to support the primary school. Anything from your heart, we have a donation book with your name and the nationality. What you want to donate, then you write in it so that they'll be able to account for it and use it to run the school. Please, I'm done. If maybe you have questions, you can let me know. Thank you for listening.
Okay. So I wanted to ask, how long have this place been in existence?
For more than 500 years now, because they came here in the century of 15. So more than 500 years.
So the people who lives on the land and those on the river here, are you still like the same, or there is a division?
We are different from being community where you paid before we are different from them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But you are all Ghanaians.
Yeah, we are all Ghanaians, but we are different from them. They have their own community, we have our own community.
But what about the culture?
Now we do everything same because we have become Nzema. I mean, we do everything in common with their clients.
So what are the main work you do here?
Farming.
Farming.
Yeah, we have to cross about 1 hour 30 minute journey. And the ladies in this community are into the cropping of cassava, was the men also into the processing of the local gin. Fishing will start next month, middle of May to July. Because that is the period when you go, you get a lot.
So if you are not fit, so there is a season for every.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
To this area.
But do you also have maybe any festival in the community here?
Yes, at first we have a festival called Etia Masere. What's the Mwasema and Sere? Yeah. Because of their suffering through their journey. Yeah, so if you hear their story, don't laugh. That's what people they used to celebrate. The old woman that they used to celebrate and perform that. But past 3 years ago, you haven't seen them participating. Yeah.
Do they have any? How do I put it? Do they have any taboos here?
Yes, they have taboos here.
Such as
a Monday, no fishing on the lake.
no fishing on the
lake, and also Thursday, no fishing on the lake. Yeah.
So what happened if you fish?
And that one, well, you don't know. It happened, I think they are saying old man do that, a challenge, and the fish he cut, the form looked like a human being. Yes, so after throwing the fish to the water, when he come back and vomit out and he pass out. So that make it and indigenous people from this area, the female, when you go to bush and your menstruation occur, you have to take a leaf to put it on your mouth. You're not supposed to speak to anyone until you go to this area.
Is it every day?
No.
Anytime
you get to that side. Yes.
Other side.
Yes, to farm.
What if you don't know?
You don't know nothing. Nothing. But most of those living here know. Yes. But so when you come back, then you are not supposed to go back again until you finish your period. Yeah.
So do they rear animals here?
Yes, they rear animals. Hens, goats. No goat. Goat is forbidden here.
Goat is forbidden.
Yeah.
Why?
That's the instruction from the gods.
What about dogs?
Dogs also is not forbidden. It's not forbidden.
But you don't have any.
You don't have any here.
What about cats?
Cats here. You have cats here.
Oh. So in this community, what are their main challenges here?
The challenges is the healthcare, teachers. That's the two things I would say.
The main challenge.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us on this journey through Nzulezu, the amazing village on stilts. If you enjoyed the views and story, don't forget to like, subscribe and share. There is so much more of Ghana, and from here we are hitting the road to Elubo, right on the border between Ghana and Ivory Coast. It is going to be a scenic ride through the western region. Maybe we try to enter Ivory Coast, who knows? Wish us luck. Let's go. We are going to Elubo. Elubo is the closest town to Ivory Coast border, Ghana-Ivory Coast border. So let's go. Since we are here, we are almost at Ivory Coast, so we are going to the border. We made it to the Ghana-Ivory Coast border. Here we are in between. Here is the we are in between Ghana and Ivory Coast border. Here, so where we are is no man's land. Here is, as you can see, welcome to Ghana, and the other side too, it's Ivory Coast, Bonarive. So we are here. We might not be able to take pictures or videos when we get into the Ivory Coast border, but let's see. We are still here. We are going to enter there and see whatever we can do over there, or whatever we have to see over there. So we are here. We are in Ivory Coast, Ghana. No man's land. No man's land. We are in Ivory Coast. We are in Ivory Coast. We were able to enter Ivory Coast, and here is Norway, a small town right at the border of Ivory Coast. And let me tell you, it is a surprise in the best way possible. One of the first things you notice here is the roads. Compared to many border towns, Norway stands out. The roads are not just paved, they are wide, clean and incredibly maintained. Whether you are coming in from Elubo in Ghana or heading deeper into Ivory Coast, driving from Norway is a smooth ride from start to finish. It might not be a big city, but Norway has the kind of infrastructure you would expect in a major urban center. These roads aren't just for show, they make life easier for travelers and traders crossing the border every day.
So this is how bad the tunnel looks like. As you can see.
So this is River Tunnel, and you can see from the nature of the
Water.
I don't know whether it's river, it's water or it's lake. You can see what the Galamsey people has done to our beautiful and natural resource, the River Tunnel. Now it has turned to Milo Tunnel. Milo tea. Oh, can the elders do something about this?
So we just returned from Ivory Coast, as you can see, that's their border. We are going back to Ghana. As you can see, that's Ghana over there. Ghana! We are going back to our hotel.
That's it from Norway, the border town with some of the best roads I have seen in West Africa. If you enjoyed the journey, hit that like button, subscribe for more road trip stories, and let us know in the comment section where we should explore next. See you in the next one. Bye bye.